All right, dreams of a nightmare. And this dream took place on August 3rd, 2014. And I titled this dream The Small Blue House, right? So boom, so dream starts off. I'm in this rural area, right? Now this area, like many dreams I've had, it's like a recurring location. So I've been here before. And I'm in this rural area, and I'm with someone named Cortez. I don't recall how I know this person or even how I remember his name, but I do know his name was Cortez. So me and Cortez are like running up the street of this rural area, and we're running from something. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I'm not exactly sure what we're running from, but nonetheless, we running, we trying to escape something, right? And it's like midday, and the clouds is building up like as if it's about to start raining, right? So anyways, we run up the street, and on the left side of us, I see like this small blue house. So I tell Cortez, like, hey, let's run in that house. Let's escape whatever we running from into that house. He's like, all right, cool. So we run towards the house. Now the house is like a real old, beat up looking house. You know what I'm saying? It looked like just like nobody lived in there in so many years. And, it was a dirt lawn, and it was super beat up and old and dreary looking. And it had a white door, I remember. So I'm like, let's go in there. So boom, we go inside. When we go inside, on the left side of us, there's a living room. In the middle, there's a stairway. And on the right side, there's like a kitchen/dining area, right? So, and the floors is all wooden, and it looks real old and dusty inside, like nobody lived there in so many years. So anyways, we into the house, and whatever we running from, we're trying to hide from in this house. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to hide, so we're looking for places to hide and all that. And then lo and behold, from where I'm standing, I noticed that I see this tall, dark gray figure like in the front lawn, right? And it had to be like maybe 7 feet tall. So I'm looking at like, oh, this is where we running from, right? So I tell Cortez, like, look, there he go, or there it go. I don't know if it was a he or she, but I'm like, there he go. And he's like, oh shit. I'm like, we gotta hide. But it was like too late to hide, you know what I'm saying? So what we do is we both drop to the floor like simultaneously, and we start playing dead. Now, in my dreams, I have this ability to where it's like, if I'm trying to run from something or prevent from being attacked or what have you, more often than not, what I can do is I can play dead, and it almost like makes me look invisible in a way, right? I just will lie there on the floor lifeless. So that's what I do, and Cortez does the same thing. So as we on the floor, this tall gray figure eventually it enters the front door. Now, because I'm trying to play dead and be as still as I possibly can, I still want to see what it is and what it looks like. So what I do is I slightly turn my head and I look up at it, and whatever it was, it didn't have a face. It had no face at all. It had a human structure as far as the head and the body, but it didn't have a face to it. So I'm like, what the fuck is that, right? So anyways, this figure starts walking around, and at some point it walks towards and into the living room, and it's going real slow, like it's taking its time, right? So it walks in the living room, and then it approaches Cortez where he's laying at, and he's probably, I want to say, between I don't know, maybe 7 to 10 feet, no more than 12 feet away from me where I'm at. So this figure, it leans down, and then it starts like basically mawing Cortez. Like it just starts, ripping him to shreds. And I can hear Cortez like screaming and crying. I'm like, oh shit, right? So as this is happening, I'm thinking like, well shit, this is an opportunity for me to get up and get the fuck out of here, right? So I get up. When I get up, this figure, it like turns its head and looks at me. And it had a real eerie feeling and essence to it. Even though it didn't have a face, I can just feel like it was just evil. So I'm like, oh shit. And so it looks at me in my direction, and I'm like, well, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I run out. Zoom, I'm out. So I go through the front door and I start running down the street. Now, at this point, what I noticed is when we entered, it was like midday. But when I get out the house, it's like maybe late evening, right? So I'm running down the street. And as I'm running down the street, what I notice is in the near distance, there's 3 small children and they're like running in my direction, right? And it's like they're running from something. And the children was, I want to say between 5 and 7 years old, whatever, right? And they're like running and screaming. And I'm like, damn, like what's going on? And then behind them, what I could see is they're running from this big ass pit bull. Now this pit bull, which was like light brown, I remember, it was like the size of a wolf. You know what I'm saying? It was real big. It was barking. It was menacing. And I'm like, oh shit. Like that's what they're running from. So what I do is I take a pivot. Like I look across the street and I see this wall. So I'm like, well, shit, I'm about to jump on that wall because I know like if I continue to run in the direction that the pit bull is coming from, it's going, I'm gonna run into it. It's going to kill me, whatever. Right. So, I run across the street and there's this wall. The wall's probably like, I don't know, maybe 5-6 feet or whatever. And so I jump on top of the wall. Now, when I jump on top of the wall, what this dog does is instead of chasing the children, it kind of redirects its focus onto me. And then it approaches me while I'm standing on this wall. And it's like barking at me. It's like basically at my feet. It's like barking at me and scoffing at me and all this type of shit. I'm like, oh shit, right? And it's real just hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's super hungry, just trying to eat something. I'm like, oh man. So what happens is the dog, it jumps on the wall. It's like maybe 3 feet. It kind of walks about 3 feet from me, 3 or 4 feet away from me. And then it jumps onto the wall where I'm at. So I'm like, shit. And then it starts walking towards me. And for some reason, I just felt like I had no escape. Like, I don't know. Maybe I thought if I jump off the wall, it's going to jump off the wall and get me and whatever. But it approaches me. And then right before it basically, eats me, you know what I'm saying, based on how I was looking, I woke up. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a little random, short, low-key, scary dream. And again, I'll call that the small blue house. All right.